Well, good Tuesday afternoon to you. It's Dan. I want to welcome y'all to my home, the Sticks. Gracious Almighty, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday. I wanted to ask you and y'all, what do you do with your plant stakes, or your markers that you use for your plants? You know, us as gardeners, we like to know what we plant. But when you write on them, what do you do with them whenever you pull them out the ground? I'm going to show you what I do with mine. All right, you and y'all, as gardeners, we like to really keep up with what we plant, when we plant them, and what we planted. And here's a pack of the garden markers or stakes, whichever you prefer, or whatever you want to call them. But you know what? Them jokers right there are expensive. Of course, I write on all of mine with a Sharpie and, you know, date what I planted. But come the end of the season, when I pull these guys up out of the ground, how do you reuse these? Let me show you. I use this stuff right here. It is SLX denatured alcohol. That's what I call it anyways. And that's what I use to take the writing off of these markers. Now, granted, if you have a marker that's been sitting in the ground for a year or something like that, yeah, it may be kind of hard to get the writing off of it. But let me show you what I do with mine. All I have is just the old paper towel. And I take some of this denatured alcohol and I get me a little bit on the paper towel. And what I do is I will take one of these stakes and I just use that alcohol, denatured alcohol, to get it off. Look there. You can write on it again. What do you think about that? Now what I'm going to say is I hate wasting anything, and I love to repurpose things that I use. And this is a real good way to reuse these plant markers, because again, they're expensive. Somebody's going to ask, okay, does that have an effect on the plastic? I don't know. It takes the Sharpie ink off of it, and you can reuse it. Has it affected the growing medium of the plants when I use the denatured alcohol? No, has not. Been doing it this way for a long time, and I've never had any problems with it. I've reused these things for 3-4 years, and that's what I do. And I have a whole bunch of them that I need to do. You know, that's got writing on them, because I want to reuse these guys. I wanted to share with you and y'all just a little tip on your markers, your planting markers. Now, I've tried using the popsicle sticks and things like that. When I planted out my stuff, they work for a little while. When you write on them with a Sharpie or something like that, once those wooden sticks get weathered and it rains and the rain hits it or something like that, it kind of runs and you really can't tell what it is that you wrote on it. So I went to using just the plastic plant markers, and worked out pretty good for me. And I wanted to share that because, hey, it's all about saving money if you can. Y'all, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. They really help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home of the Sticks channel, y'all need to come on over here, give me a look now, because I'm always doing stuff. Really. With that being said, you know what's coming. Dan sure enough gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. I mean, nobody. Especially when you're trying to repurpose plastic plant markers or whatnot, so you know what you're growing. And we will see you and y'all in the next video.